together we are playing Stardew Valley. This is not my first time, but this may be yours. I am going to do it a little different than I usually do. So what you do is you pick your character, and you name yourself, your farm, and favorite thing is just what something's gonna quote-unquote taste like. And then you choose what animal you would like, and what farm. I choose the forest farm. Also, I'm going to be going into settings in a moment to change some settings, but really you can name yourself and the farm what you would like. I'm going to use my handle, I guess you could call it, just for ease, and also because I have multiple playthroughs going on right now. Try to stick with the same animal, which is the black cat. I'm going to do a remix community center bundles with a guarantee of 1 year completable. I'm going to remix the rewards for the mine, and that is it for that. But it is totally up to you. If it's your first time playthrough, I suggest not changing any of that. I will be skipping the intro because I've seen it so many times. If you want to see it, just, look it up. Oh, I did change my hair color. So, once you have everything where you want it, you selected your farm, you click OK. If you're going to go through the intro, you're going to go through the intro. If not, you're going to start your first day. I always rearrange my cabin no matter which one I choose. I move my bed the closest it can be to the door, which is usually right where I'm going to put it. That window is just being obnoxious. Everything is. And I don't move the TV, and I make sure I light the fireplace just so I have constant light. I open the gift, which is parsnip seeds. I will talk about those later. There is some quests you get to complete, which is basically grow some parsnips and meet the people. There's no real timeline on that. You can watch for the weather for the next day to see if it's going to rain or what have you. The fortune teller, I don't usually go by it unless I'm going in the mine and really need something. And then there's also a cooking one that it gives you recipes other than living off the land. I'm just going to clean up a little bit by getting the fiber up and see if I can get any mixed seeds. I do clear the grass this time around. I usually don't, but I'm just going to do it. I usually wait and get a silo, but I am going to do this a little differently than I normally do, like I said. So I'm going to speed through this, and really you can do this game however you want. There's no right or wrong way to do it. But this is not my first playthrough. The longest I have is about six years playthrough. In-game years, not legit years. I have been playing this since late 2020, and I have over 1,000 hours in the game. But I am in no way a professional on it. I have not hit perfection because I am not a fan of the Q quests, or key quests, however you say his name, or their name. Once I finish all of those on the farm, I head out to the area to get more, and then I come over here and I pick out some spring onions just for some energy boost when I need them. Then I go back to the farm eventually, and I start clearing some wood because I do want to do a few things, including building a storage bin, and I will eventually use the wood to go open a bridge to get more forageables. Forageables are seasonal and just basics. On the beach they have basics and seasonal, and then throughout the land, farm and non-farm, they have seasonal. So right now we're in spring, so you can get wild horseradish, a daffodil, leek, dandelions, spring onions, and then there's a few days where you can get salmonberry. If you get the mushroom cave, which I suggest, which will be in a later video, there is two kinds of mushrooms, morel and common mushrooms. You also can get a chantel sometimes in a later season, and then purple and red mushrooms. Now, when you cut down trees, you not only get resources like wood and sap and seeds, you also get XP, which helps level up your skills. And you really want to work on leveling up all your skills. Foraging, if you cut down trees, with anything you do with your axe, and gathering forageables, like I discussed, will help with the foraging. There's a few skill sets: farming, mining, foraging, fishing, and combat. Those will be discussed later. Just eating some spring onions so I can finish with gathering as much wood as I can. Different products you can eat to get health and energy, and then other boosts like speed or extra combat, protection, level up temporarily, different things like that. Alright, at this point I have enough wood to make a chest out of space, so I'm going to just pop this and drop that. You don't have to put it in the trash can. Put this chest out so I can start putting stuff in it. I just store everything at this point. It's easier because you don't know what you need, especially when you're remixing the storage. So that's the end of day one, and I leveled up in foraging, which gives me 2 new recipes. See you at the next video.